fear of public speaking. After death, this is the biggest fear. Now, why does this fear take place? जब मैं आपको बोलता हूँ, suppose if I ask you to speak on something, or I ask you to recite something, आपने note किया last time when you spoke in front of people in public, do you feel that you were apprehensive, you had that fear of being judged, some anxiety? It does happen, right? Yeah. The first question that we need to ask is, why does it happen? ऐसा क्यों होता है? I'll tell you, there are two vital aspects of learning, the idea of speaking well. The first aspect is organic learning. Okay. Organic learning essentially means content-driven learning. The first aspect of any expression and communication is content, awareness, knowledge. One, I realize that I am deficient in terms of my knowledge. That is one challenge. The second challenge is a bigger challenge. The second challenge is, I know I can speak, I know the content, I know everything about what is asked, what am I expected to speak, but I have a fear of being judged. I feel slightly stifled. I feel slightly shaky. When people look into my eyes, something happens to me. And that something is it's a biological process. In our brain, there is this phenomenon called amygdala. It's a almond-sized brown color, or it's a small almond-sized part in our brain, which emits the signal to our body, and it ignites the signal that there is a threat to you. There is some threat, and the threat signal is, I am not going to speak well. People are judging me. I will be judged badly, or I have not been good enough. That signal, the moment somebody asks you, Sachin, please share something about what happened that day. And there are 50 people. The moment, and you say, okay, sir. And the moment you stand up, there is this fear, that tremor. Okay, that amygdala does it. And the response is flight or fight. These are syndromes. Human beings respond to any threat in two different ways. Flight or fight. And the irony of life is our brain does not know the difference between you giving public speech or you being subjected or exposed to a tiger in front of you. In both the cases, the brain will respond the same way. Fight or flight. When you fight, then the adrenal rush would be very strong. Your palpitation will rise, and you will possibly, clench your teeth, and you'll possibly, tighten your fist. That's fight. Flight is, you feel shaky. There's sweat. Okay, you are nervous. There's so much anxiety. Okay, there's this third syndrome also, but I won't talk about fight or flight only. Okay, so as a speaker, when this happens, how do you respond to it? ये जो आपको fear है, वो उस fear का reason है, जैसे आप बोलोगे, आपके दिमाग में एक signal जाता है that this is not going to be good. You'll fail. You've not been good enough. You failed in the past also. Okay, and you don't want to make a mess of it, so you stop. So people don't even speak up. But this is where the brain has to be trained. Okay, the moment that happens, you train you rather communicate to your brain. The first signal to a brain is what you are sensing as a threat. You have to really be excited, and you have to sense, and you have to communicate to your brain that, look, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for me to learn. Good that I am learning this right now. Tomorrow there could be a situation wherein I will not be able to perform and I might lose a big position. It's great. So the moment you actually change the mindset, a threat becomes an opportunity. Okay. So when my teacher would ask me, out of 10 people, who's going to speak on this topic, I would just raise it without even thinking, because first thing I did was I changed my message. It's not a threat, it's an opportunity, and I would make a mess of it. In those 2 minutes, I was so messy, but I would analyze what went wrong. Where did I commit mistake? I would ask my teacher. And next day, I was up for a bigger challenge. So when you sense a threat, change it to opportunity. That's one. Now, how do you do that? There are few techniques, you see, and that needs to happen. Okay, so there are three aspects. The first is confidence, the second is courage, and the third is clarity. You gain momentum using three aspects: confidence, courage and clarity. अब लाइफ में कॉन्फिडेंस कैसे आए? जब आप अपने आप को ये मैसेज दे पाओगे कि नहीं यार कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. कॉन्फिडेंस आता है टीम पीस से, प्रैक्टिस, प्रेजेंस. इफ यू सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है प्रैक्टिस. कॉन्फिडेंस आता है प्रैक्टिस से, कॉन्फिडेंस आता है प्रेजेंस से. That these are two, and yeah, these two are very important. Confidence. It stems from